Hello students, in this session you are going to learn about the circulatory system, its definition, function, parts of the circulatory system and the structure of heart. The circulatory system is also known as cardiovascular system. So first we'll see what is circulatory system. It is the closed system of heart and blood vessels. Blood vessels are nothing but arteries, veins and capillaries through which blood circulates. Hence the name is circulatory system because the blood is continuous flowing in this system. It is also known as cardiovascular system because it consists of heart and blood vessels. Cardio refers to heart, vascular refers to vessels. That's why the name cardiovascular system. The main function of circulatory system is to provide oxygen and nutrients to the tissues of body, and it removes carbon dioxide and waste products from the tissues. The circulatory system can be referred as well-organized transport system. The parts of the circulatory system. There are three parts of the circulatory system. They are blood, heart, and blood vessels. The lymphatic system, which is nothing but the immune system, which provides the defense mechanism against the diseases, is closely connected and can be considered a part of circulatory system. The structure of heart. Heart is a muscular cone-shaped organ which pumps blood into blood vessels. The size of the heart is equivalent to the closed fist of its owner. It weighs approximately about 280 grams. It lies in the chest cavity. It is protected by a thin membrane called pericardium membrane, which contains a fluid known as pericardial fluid. Both this pericardium membrane and pericardial fluid protect the heart. Wall of heart is composed of three layers. They are endocardium, myocardium and epicardium. The endocardium is the innermost lining of the heart and it is thin, shining and smooth. The myocardium is the middle layer and it is the thickest one. It is composed of cardiac muscles which are thicker in the ventricular region. Epicardium is the outermost layer and is thin. It is this epicardium which at the base of the heart is reflected to give rise to the pericardium. So, pericardium is made from epicardium only. Here is the picture of heart. In this picture, you can see the external appearance of heart. You can see the shape of the heart is just like cone or closed fist. It is having pointed end which is known as apex, which is directed towards the left and downwards. You can also see in this picture the aorta, which carries blood to body tissues, and pulmonary artery, which carry blood from heart to lungs. These are the largest arteries. The superior and inferior vena cava, which brings back blood from upper and lower parts of body to heart. They are the largest veins in our body. You can see minute branched line-like structures which are running across the heart walls. They are coronary arteries which supply blood to the heart. The internal structure of heart. The heart is composed of four chambers, two arteria or auricles and two ventricles. The upper chambers are known as auricles and the lower chambers are known as ventricles. The chambers are separated by muscular walls called septa. The right side contains deoxygenated blood and the left side of the heart contains oxygenated blood. The right auricle receives deoxygenated blood from the superior and inferior vena cava, which bring back blood from the upper and lower parts of the body. The right ventricle pumps blood to lungs through pulmonary arteries. Left auricle receives oxygenated blood from four pulmonary veins coming from lungs. Left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood to aorta so that oxygenated blood is distributed all over the body. The internal structure of heart. In this picture you can see the internal structure of heart, the four chambers, the auricles and ventricles. The right auricle is a thin-walled chamber and receives the deoxygenated blood from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, bringing blood from the upper parts and lower parts of the body. The right auricle opens into the right ventricle by means of right auriculoventricular aperture, which is provided with the tricuspid wall, which permits the blood to flow from the auricle to the ventricle and not in the backward direction. The right ventricle is a thick walled chamber, and it is from the right ventricle that the pulmonary artery arises. The opening of the pulmonary artery is guarded by three semilunar valves which permit the blood to flow from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery only. The left auricle or atrium receives oxygenated blood from four pulmonary veins which open into the left auricle. The left auricle opens into the left ventricle by the left auriculoventricular aperture, guarded by the bicuspid valve. Bicuspid valve is also known as mitral valve. The left ventricle has very thick muscular walls. The largest artery of the body, the aorta, arises from the left ventricle, and its opening into the left ventricle is provided with three semilunar valves which permit the blood to flow into the aorta and not in the reverse direction. The left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood to aorta so that oxygenated blood is distributed all over the body.